Educational institutions have been trying to figure out their role, or clearly there's a role. How are they going to keep up, with the aging society and the educational needs of our aging society? So at the Brown School, we decided to ask ourselves, what role do we have in this? What can we do to facilitate working longer, retraining over a life course? So we identified all people in the last 10 years who came to the Brown School at the age of 40 plus, and we called them to find out about their experiences at the school and afterwards. Part of it was to understand how it was going and how we could make it better, and if in fact we could be helpful in the movement to have people be able to come back and retrain for longer work lives. The most important result was that it went well for people. We were looking for problems to make sure that folks didn't come and have a negative experience being non-traditionally aged students or a negative experience on the job market. We didn't find any of that. We found that people came, they did well, they went out and accomplished their plans, they got into the careers they wanted to get in, and they looked very favorably at their experience. One of our findings was that more than half of the students coming back after the age of 40, we labeled them switchers, meaning they weren't doing a social work type of job. They were in factories, they were in business organizations, they were in different types of service organizations, not human service, not social service, as opposed to advancers who were doing something in the social service arena and were getting the degrees to be able to advance. So they were very different characteristics of those two groups of people. They both did terrific in the program. They got what they wanted. All of them ended up in social work. So the switchers were able to get the social work degree and get a job that they thought would be more fulfilling for them for the next 20 years of their work. We know that this phenomenon of people coming back to school, retraining to work longer is happening with or without us. And as you can see from our survey, people have come and they've done this and it worked. So in one way, we don't have to do anything different, but we wouldn't be contributing to transforming educational institutions to meet the needs of an aging society without some effort. So we're thinking about ways to outreach a little bit differently, to tell people about the program and what it can do for them. The findings are particularly relevant to certain sectors of the economy. We know that in all sectors, there's going to be unequal labor supply. Some of the sectors are going to have enough folks as younger folks are being trained and out into the job market, but some are going to be short on labor, and those sectors are beginning to see how to retain people longer, and we're suggesting how to bring older workers in for the first time. And these sectors are health and education and social sectors. So for those training programs, these findings are particularly relevant and I think meet a big need. The phenomenon of aging society means older students are going to be in every profession, and I think that we can learn from our findings that they can come, they can do well, and they can do what they want to do when they're done.